after everything being put to a standstill in southeast Queensland thanks to Cyclone Alfred, I could finally get around to seeing Mickey 17. And let me just tell you, it was not what I expected it to be. The last half definitely felt a lot slower, and I don't know why, but I kept checking my time and I was like, are we serious? Only a minute has passed, like what? So it's definitely a lot slower. Now I've seen Parasite, I've seen The Host, I've seen Snowpiercer, and I know Bon Joon-ho's, apologies for the mispronunciation, does stories on classism and stories on culture balance in some extent. But I found with this one, I kind of really struggled to figure out what the message and the point of the movie is. And I don't mean that as like a bad thing. I know it sounds bad, but I just mean the fact that, like I said, with his previous movies, you could tell that it was about environments, it was about social classism, and it was about political standbys. Whereas this one, you've got Mark Ruffalo playing a Trump-esque type of character, and you've got Toni Collette, who's his, I guess, advisor, his whisperer in the ear, trying to make sure that this Donald Trump type of character pushes forward with this notion. But I also find it kind of scary that we are kind of living in this reality. We are in 2025. This is set in 2054, which is roughly 30 years away. So with the way that we're going, with trying to leave the planet, with trying to see what's out there, something like this could happen. Robert Pattinson plays Mickey 17 and Mickey 18 and the previous other Mickeys. Him playing dual characters is quite fascinating to see the different personas he's willing to play. And the characters themselves, Nasha, unfortunately I'm really sorry that I forgot the actress's name, but Nasha, it's kind of an interesting character. I feel like she isn't as fluffed up as I think she should have been, but in sense her character is a security guard type of character who has a love interest with Mickey 17. So she's there. She has a purpose, but to some extent she also doesn't feel like she has a purpose. I know the people in the row in front of me were like, oh, this is a white purity movie, because the way the dialogue with Mark Ruffalo speaking, there was definitely a lot of white power type of language, and that was like, whoa, we're seeing where we're going, but yeah, we'll see where we're going with this. I think for me, watching Mickey 17 is possibly speaking on immigrants and the way that government officials versus the average Joe views someone who isn't native and is in a sense trying to view the world as, you know, anybody that's lower than $1,000 earners, the social climbers, you know, anyone who's less than that is expendable and, you know, just has to do their job and die. You know, it's trying to prove that workplace theory where if you died, what would your job do? Well, fill your spot. And if they could, they would fill it with you. I don't know, like, it's not a bad movie, but the last hour definitely dips down, and I sat there going, can it be over by now? Like, I'm really sorry, but I'm done. Like, I'm feeling really restless. But like, it's an interesting concept. But it's definitely one that makes you kind of question a lot of things when you're seeing this. That's just my opinion. I'm Mickey 17.